Hey, what's going on, guys? So I'm back here to talk about the spoiler review. So this is the spoilers. So if you have not seen the movie, go see the movie because it's good. So I want to talk about the beginning. The beginning. Damn it, my nose. Give me a second. So the beginning. The beginning starts out with Batman. Basically, his retelling of his origin, and I think it's done really well. I really like it. At first, I was a little confused because I was like, "Wait a minute, is this Batman? Is this Superman?" Like, I was like, why are we doing Batman right now? And then the movie does point out that this was important, which is a good thing. It's good to have things in there that are important, especially your beginnings, and sometimes it's good to mix it with the endings. So I thought that was really creative, and I'll explain why when I get there. So then the movie continues about how they're explaining Batman and Superman a little bit. So it starts out with Batman. And Batman is shown how he's a little kid, and then people are joking about how when he falls in that cave, and then the bats come, and then they lift him up, like freaking whatever, and take him. Like people are talking about the bats are like taking him to a newer purpose in life or something like that. So then it skips over and then we get to like Superman, and Superman is dealing with basically what the problems of this movie was explaining from before about how. Hold on. Yeah, because Superman was fighting. You know, he was fighting in Man of Steel, and he's being blamed by Batman. And Batman, because Batman was there, and it shows that he was there. Apparently, he had a company in Metropolis or something, or he had a friend in there, and he was gonna go help him. But then the building was completely destroyed. He ran out of time, and then he had to save a bunch of people who were in the middle of this crossfire, which I really like. I just was sitting there like, Mr. Bruce Wayne is saving everybody. That's a little weird. Like, I don't know. Bruce Wayne, he did his best not to do that stuff when he was younger, because then it would give away his identity. I guess this Batman does not care really anymore about that. Well, he does care about his identity, but not like to the point where he's not gonna do anything about it. So I like how the beginning sets up to like that how angry he is at him about, because it does show like he lost a friend because of him. There are a few people he saw that almost got killed because of him. Personally, I don't believe that's his fault. He tried, he tried to save the world, Superman, and you can only do your best. You can't be in two places at once. And that's why I'm sitting there thinking, oh, like, why don't you just think like, oh, if I wasn't there, then these people would have died. It's true, but you don't need to blame him for that. Oh, if he wasn't there, then these people would have died. That's what he's thinking. That's his mentality. So, and then after those parts, it jumps to a scene where we are in some kind of foreign place, and there are these mercenaries, and Lois is there. I was like, no, don't have her there. And then they have her there, and apparently they find out that one of them is CIA and not Lois. The guy next to her, the guy with the photography or whatever, he's CIA, and then he just is murdered on the spot. Like it is dark. Like, I think that's why it was hard for me to like this movie. It was very dark, because I was like, like, where's Superman? And then when Lois is captured, and the guy has her at gunpoint, he jumps in through the ceiling. He's just kind of looking at him, and then and then Lois puts her arms down, and then it shows a scene of him just freaking crashing through the freaking wall. 3 walls just ran straight into him and broke him through 3 walls. Like, I'm like, that's not true. Like, there's no way he just killed this dude. And the movie never really explains if he really did that. And I'm just confused. I really hope he did not kill that guy, because that would not make sense. Because we already have enough killings from Batman. And let me explain this. Batman kills everybody. Like, every villain that he sees. The nightmare scene I will forgive, because that's different. Because, you know, then he goes to see, I guess he was looking for kryptonite, and he goes in this, and I don't know if the guy saw the trailer, sees this, he's in this like little truck, and then he looks around, he's like, no, because then they just started killing everybody, and then he just jumps in and you start shooting people and just breaking necks, and I was like, what the hell? Like, this ain't Batman. This is not Batman. There's no way this is not Batman. And I was like, no, that's not Batman. And then people talk about their cameos, about when, for example, the Flash came. I didn't like him. I was like, that armor is way too heavy on him. Like, he looks like he's gonna freaking fall on his face, because because you got weight on you. He's got this big armor on. Why does he have this big armor on? It doesn't make sense. You're too heavy. How can you even run? Like, I don't understand. That armor looks so heavy on him, it's not even funny. He's even got a huge ass helmet on him. Why? You're the fastest man alive. Why would you need armor? Hopefully future installments explain that. Because I don't understand. He can't be touched. He's too freaking fast. It does not make sense. And then they showed the stupid 4 little freaking clips that they had. The 4 little clips. The Aquaman was stupid. He was like, he's gone. Hi, nice to see you, Aquaman. Freaking 2. Okay, Cyborg. Oh, it's a mother box, apparently. But guess what? Audiences won't know that because you don't show them that. And then it attaches him. Then it attaches it to Cyborg. And freaking the whole screen's done. And then we move on to the next one. The Flash. The Flash, he's in the convenience store. This one wasn't that bad. He zooms in, he punches that guy. Because he's getting milk. He's getting some milk, and then there's this guy at the front who's trying to rob this guy in the gas station. And Flash looks and he's like, whoosh, like, and then everything, the lights flickered, and there was like a sound, like it knocked stuff over. I was sitting there like, whoa, like. Actually, no, I was not sitting there like, well, I was like, oh, saw that coming. I feel like Flash is gonna be the only good character in this Justice League, because everyone in this movie seems to have a killing spree going on, except Wonder Woman. Now, Wonder Woman doesn't even show up. She does show up. She is a major role in this film. I believe she's a major role in this film because she's in it all the time. She's always has a scene. Even her just standing there is like, oh, look at that woman. Batman's like, like, she's in a lot of scenes, is my point. So that means she is a major role. People said, oh, she's just a cameo because she's only got a few lines. No, she don't. She has a major role in this film. And I think that's what kind of breaks this movie for its Batman vs. Superman. It's not really. It's not, because the fight scene, like I said, is only it's not that long. Okay, let's talk about Luthor. Because there's a lot of things that people don't understand. Because the people who made the film immediately were like, this is not Lex Luthor, this is Alexander. Now, for those of you who don't know who Alexander is, it is like the son, or it's the clone of Lex Luthor. Okay? Now, that makes sense, because we do know all who Lex Luthor is. Because you can't just change his character. That is who he is. It's not Lex. It's Alexander Luthor. It's Alexander Luthor. That's who he is. That's who it is. So now I will talk about the fight, the actual fight between Batman and Superman. I like how so we knew it. Let me just say this: we knew it from the beginning of the trailers that Zod's body was going to be used to turn Doomsday into Doomsday. That's true. That's not a spoiler. If you thought that, you're absolutely right. Because it just pushes it in your face. Because it shows Lex Luthor, freaking. A lot of people are saying that he took. Yes, he did take his like fingernails and put them on his. He's crazy. Of course he's gonna do it. A lot of people said, "Oh, why don't you just cut his hand off or take his hand and just plop it right on there?" I don't know. Maybe it would have detected if he was alive or not. I can't tell. I don't know. He's crazy. That's the point of his character. And then he has access to this ship, this big ship, and that's where Doomsday is being created. And then the computer, it's a stupid computer, apparently tells him everything about the universe. I'm sitting there like, this computer, this Kryptonian technology is so apparently stupid that you might as well just freaking knock out every single thing that it tells you about something, because it's like, are you kidding me right now? Like, it's literally like, oh, you want to assume command, Luthor? Yeah. Even Luthor is like, I don't know. Yeah, no. No, that's stupid. Because here's why. Here's even another reason why they fight each other. Lex Luthor apparently figures out who he is. Bad news. Figures out who Superman is. Finds his mother, kidnaps her. Finds Lois, takes her to him, and then tries to kill her. But I don't think he tries to kill her. He does that to get him to him. Get him to Luthor. So he swoops in, saves her. He just sets her down, flies back up, and he's like looking at Luthor. Kind of like how we used to in the comics. See him like look at him like, you dumbass. I'm sitting there like, oh, you're in trouble. He's gonna get it now. And then he just drops down and walks toward him, and then he's like, oh, don't try anything, because I got your mama. And then, oh my god, I gotta admit, I felt that emotion when he's looking at these pictures that Luthor's showing him, and then he just looks up and his eyes are just red, like, where is she? Like, and then Luthor's like, whoa, oh, if you kill me, she's already dead. And then he said, if you don't kill Batman, she dies in 1 hour. I'm sitting there like, oh my gosh. Like, that's why he's even trying to hit him. You know? So he does. He flies to Gotham, drops down, and he's like, need your help. And then all of a sudden, just kind of like from Frank Miller, all these sound barriers kick in, and then it's like it just, and then he just picks up splits a sewer seal in half and throws it at him, at the Sonic things, and then he just keeps walking toward him, and then all of a sudden he walks into another trap, and then a bunch of guns come up and try to shoot him, and then he just comes up and just laser beams those all, and then drops back down, and then they walk straight at each other, and then Superman's like, you don't understand. And then Batman, and then they finally are face to face, and then they're like, oh, I understand. And then Superman, for some reason, pushes him. Like, Superman, why are you talking to him if you don't want to talk to him? You push him, right? And then he's like, it's like a bully thing, like, oh, you yell in my face, you know? Like, and then they have that fight, and I have to admit, that fight was amazing. It was amazing. I've never seen a fight like that in my life. Do I believe that Marvel's gonna nail it on the head better? Oh yeah, Marvel's gonna nail it on the head better. But do I feel like this scene did do a lot? Yes. For itself, for DC itself, yes. It's really impressive. I was even impressed with Man of Steel. Man of Steel, I felt was impressive. But I'm actually running out of time. Damn it. I'm probably gonna make this two-part thing. So, and I'll let you get. I will tell you how it ends, and then I will explain more about my things with Doomsday, and how I think of him, and how I think of the ending. So until then, which is going to be in a little bit, keep rocking and rolling. See you guys later.